Coming up on this week's edition of the Met Report,
our men's basketball team opens up RMAC playoff action here at home.
Could the Midwest see the rise of their own Great Wall?
New smoking laws are coming to the Rary campus. Stay tuned to find out how this may affect student smokers. Welcome to the Met Report. I'm Melanie Townsend.
And I'm Alec Brown. With midterm weeks just around the corner, the First Year Success Program hosted a De-Stress Fest. Jessica Escalante explains why this is important before midterm week.
De-Stress Fest helps students relax for their upcoming midterms.
De-Stress Fest, what it is we give students the opportunity to kind of relax before midterms come along. This is the week before midterms, and so it becomes a stressful time where you're getting projects done, you have tests, quizzes, and so we just want to give the students an opportunity to relax.
Because this is the most stressful part of the semester, it's the most busy part of the semester. We know that people have a lot going on, so it's a great way for them to sort of check out from the academics for a little bit and enjoy themselves.
This year's Stress Fest includes 5 different events, each of them being related to many topics of interest in students.
Things that are immediately relevant for them, we like to seek those out.
Attending events also resulted in a sweet treat. From pizza to Jamba Juice and even massages, students got to experience a relaxing week before the crazy midterms. Now, after enjoying a full week of De-Stress Fest, midterm weeks should be a piece of cake. For the Met Report, Jessica Escalante.
Career Services offers an inside scoop on resume and job fair preparation seminar next Thursday in the Student Success Building, room 324 from 12:30 to 2 p.m. The service helps students, alumni, and community members prepare for a campus job fair on April 3rd. Services include polishing resumes, learning what to wear, practicing introductions, and learning tips on how to interview. You can sign up for the seminar through MSU Denver Job Link system with your 900 number under the Career Events tab.
The liberty of smoking anywhere for e-cigarette users is going up in smoke, at least on Auraria campus. The Legislative Board of Directors declared smoking of any kind to be strictly prohibited on campus in certain areas. This includes e-cigarettes and electronic vaping devices. These new rules are based on the idea that these devices present a public health hazard, creating a risk to the health and welfare of all students and employees on Auraria campus. These new rules are the same ones for traditional cigarette smokers and cannot smoke anywhere near buildings unless they are 25 feet away from the entrance. Violators may face criminal charges and fines.
Marijuana appears almost everywhere today, especially in Colorado where it's legal. Marijuana is also making its way onto the Auraria campus, giving a whole new meaning in higher learning. Chris Gibson investigates.
Metro State University, located in the heart of Denver, full of students, life, and pot? Legalizing recreational marijuana in January made Denver the weed capital of the country, and the smoke is drifting over to the Auraria campus. The campus has a strict policy on the use of illicit drugs on campus, but now that recreational marijuana is legal in Denver, students may feel the need to light up in between classes. But are students actually smoking pot on campus? Students smoking pot on campus were not hard to find, and they were very willing to be on camera. No faces, of course. These anonymous students admitted to smoking marijuana on the Auraria campus to deal with the stress of school and to relax while studying. In reality, marijuana may be affecting their studies more than they realize. According to the National Institute of Drug Abuse, those who smoke pot on a daily basis may function at a reduced intellectual level. They are also more likely to receive failing grades and or drop out of school. While there is no clear marijuana policy in the school handbook, there is a small paragraph forbidding smoking around buildings on campus. Whether these rules apply to marijuana or not, it's safe to say the Auraria Campus Police does not want to see you getting high. With the Met Report, I'm Chris Gibson.
Campus police say Auraria does not have a marijuana problem, but they are ready for it.
Earlier this week, Forbes magazine released its annual Top 20 Growing Cities list. And guess who cracked the top 10? Way to go, Denver. The ranking focuses on population, economic growth, and unemployment rate. Forbes says Denver ranks 6th on the list. The population grows almost 2% every year. The average household makes $64,000.
Calling someone tacky and entitled doesn't seem like something a communicator of the year would say. But online, anything can happen. Marketing professional Kelly Blasek had some colorful but negative feedback for 26-year-old Diana Makota. After she asked Blasek to join her LinkedIn network, Blasek told Makota her request was inappropriate only beneficial to herself. She also called her generation entitled and sarcastically gave her a lesson in humility. Makota then posted the rejection email on Reddit, BuzzFeed, and Twitter. Blasek formally apologized and deleted her Twitter account and WordPress blog immediately after. Blasek did something similar back in December. She denied access to a man requesting to be on a jobs list posting, insulting him in the process. She has since apologized to him as well.
Getting ready for spring cleaning? The Office of Veteran and Military Student Services is collecting home goods and clothes for the local VA hospital. They are in need of many goods like men's and women's clothing, blankets, backpacks, and shoes. Visit the Veterans Leader Corps office in Tivoli 243 to donate. I don't know about you, Melanie, but I have plenty of clothes that I could get rid of.
I know, for such a great cause, too. It's really awesome.
Coming up next, Red Rocks implements new sound rules in a brand new curfew.
And find out what you're really eating in your Subway sandwich.
The Met Report is brought to you today in part by Health Center at Auraria, a proud sponsor of the Healthy Pursuits program. Healthy Pursuits brings Zumba, belly dancing, Nia, Pilates, and yoga classes to Auraria for free as part of tuition and fees. Classes are offered Monday through Friday, and you can find the full schedule on the Wellness channel in ConnectU or on the Health Center website at tinyurl.com/healthypursuits. Also, real-time updates are on Twitter at BeWellAuraria, and news and events are on Facebook at Health Center at Auraria.
The 40th Annual Sportswomen of Colorado Banquet and Award celebrations are this Sunday at the Hyatt Regency Tech Center. Outstanding female athletes from all across Colorado will be honored at the ceremony. A panel of media members will choose the Hall of Fame inductees, as well as athletes of all ages throughout the state. Some famous names inducted into the Sportswomen of Colorado Hall of Fame include Missy Franklin and Amy Van Dyken. Tickets are still available for purchase by calling 303-331-0376.
The City and County of Denver have implemented a new sound rule in end time at Red Rocks Amphitheater as of January 1st. The new rules resulted from the levels of bass in electronic dance music. The new bass level is set at 125 decibels. That could change as the City of Morrison has hired a noise consultant. The performer must end the show by midnight on weekdays and 1 a.m. on weekends. Performers face a $5,000 fine for every 30 minutes they exceed past the curfew time.
A nonprofit organization offers a program for kids that parents can really sink their teeth into. Smile for a Lifetime Foundation offers free braces for kids ages 11 to 18. Children have to write essays for scholarships and complete a service project to pay it forward. 200 orthodontists have participated in this organization across the country, and the Smile for the Lifetime Foundation was created in 2008. In Colorado Springs, they hope to help individuals with financial challenges, special situations, and orthodontic needs. Check out their website for s4l.org for more information.
The American Heart Association and advocacy group for the science and the public are putting pressure on the Food and Drug Administration. Jesse Salazar shows us the changes to labels on food and beverages so Americans can understand what it is they are consuming.
The Food and Drug Administration is proposing several changes to the nutrition labels you see on packaged foods and beverages. If approved, the new labels would place a bigger emphasis on total calories, added sugars, and certain nutrients such as vitamin D and potassium. The FDA is also proposing changes to serving size requirements, making calorie counting simpler. This is the first overhaul for nutrition labels since the FDA began requiring them more than 20 years ago. The FDA is also proposing changes to serving size requirements in an effort to more accurately reflect what people usually eat or drink. For example, if you drink a Gatorade, you're probably not going to stop drinking at the 8-ounce mark. The new rules require the entire Gatorade bottle to be one serving, making calorie counting simpler. The new changes on the labels are a great benefit to the American people, especially because of the growing obesity epidemic. The FDA is giving a 90-day response period to the public as well as to experts. If this is passed, manufacturers will have 2 years to implement the changes. I'm Jesse Salazar for the MET Report.
Michelle Obama's hope to bring childhood obesity rates has finally shown some success. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention released a report last week that the number of obese children between 2 and 5 has dropped by 43%. This is a significant difference from past years. Obama's Let's Move campaign gets off to the right foot as it teaches America's youth about healthier dieting and physical education. Ms. Obama continues to target schools and children television shows to make a difference in today's youth.
Denver-based fast food restaurant Quiznos is close to filing bankruptcy. The Wall Street Journal reports the company is in debt by $575 million. For several weeks, the chain has negotiated with creditors to stay afloat. In 2008, Quiznos performed at its peak with close to 5,000 restaurants open. Today, it's now closer to 2,000 restaurants worldwide. The sandwich market now has competitors such as Jimmy John's, Firehouse Subs, and Subway, who offers a $5 foot-long deal.
A chemical commonly found in rubber will soon be removed from Subway sandwiches, baked breads, and baked goods sold. But a report released this week says that almost 500 other foods, including bagels, breads, and pizza crusts, have the same chemical. 130 brand names still contain the food additive ADA, including Pillsbury and Sara Lee. Grupo Bimbo, which owns Sara Lee, said in a statement that they have aggressively worked to remove ADA from all their products.
It's about time the United States got its own Great Wall of China. At least that's what Temple University student Rongjia Tao believes. This Great Wall would protect against a different type of invader, tornadoes. Tao says that building 3 walls 1,000 feet tall and 150 feet wide randomly throughout the Great Plains would stop merging air masses from the Rockies and the Gulf of Mexico from colliding. These masses fuel monster tornadoes in the central U.S. As a great idea as this may seem, meteorologists aren't buying it. Some call this idea a bunch of nonsense until the scientific community is convinced the Great Wall idea is put on hold.
Well, the time has come for Bronco fans to say goodbye to 14-year veteran Champ Bailey. Bailey's retirement from Broncos was unexpected as he plans to continue playing for the NFL. After his initial draft to the NFL in 1999, Bailey played in 11 Pro Bowls and 1 Super Bowl. As one of the highest paid Broncos players, he feels his departure is bittersweet. Though it is sad, Bailey understands it's just time to move on. Stay tuned to see who the Broncos will keep or release.
Man, I sure do hope he doesn't go into another AFC team and we have to play against him.
I know, that would be a really big bummer.
Not good. Erica Lloyd tells us if Metro students can sing better than Indina Menzel. Find out next on EntertainMET.
But first, Josh Cozart joins us for Met Report Weather. Josh, what's the weather look like out there?
Right, guys, we're kind of ending our work week in a little bit of a crummy way. It's really gray out there. We got rain showers in the downtown area and pretty much all across the Front Range. Right now we got winds out from the northeast at about 11 miles per hour, and our current temperature, we set 39 degrees. And that's actually going to be our warmest temperature of the day because we're going to start dropping off as we progress throughout the day, and that rain is going to transition into Yes, again, snow. This snow will be a little bit more wet and sloppier than what we've seen in the past. Now, let's take a look at our Saturday national map. This cold front, it's actually making its way through our area right now, and that's what's going to be transitioning the rain into the snow. But it's going to push on out to the southeast, and this strong low pressure system, it's really going to help to fuel these rain showers. And we also have some freezing rain as well up into Kansas and Iowa. But we're starting to kind of see this transition all across the United States, where we used to see snow after snow after snowstorms, but now we're seeing a little bit more rain and the freezing rain as it transitions into more spring-like weather. And then out to the west coast, we have a high-pressure system sitting right over Nevada and Utah. That's going to really start to dry things out for those folks, and I bet LA's really excited to see that, because that rain they saw last week, that was just very difficult for them to handle. All right, let's take a look at our Sunday map now. That cold front is going to continue to push on to the southeast. That low pressure system, it's actually going to weaken a little bit, and we're just going to see light rain showers all in the southern part of the United States. As this high pressure system moves into the Great Plains, it's going to dry them out finally. And also to the west, we have that high pressure system. It's going to shift just a little bit further to the east over Wyoming and Utah. That's going to bring our temperatures up and going to give us sunny skies. Let's take a look at our local map for Saturday. Denver, we're going to top off at about 47 degrees for our high, 29 as our low, and all across the state we're going to see partly sunny skies, except for places like Colorado Springs and Alamosa. We could see a snow flurry or two. They're not really going to see that much accumulation with this storm. They're going to see most of their accumulation tonight. And for the Denver metro area for tonight, we're going to see about 2 to 5 inches. And then for Saturday, Lamar, 53 degrees for a high, starting to warm up out there. And then Grand Junction on the western slope, they're going to see a temperature of 57 degrees. Let's take a look at our Sunday map now. Denver, we're going to top off at 62 degrees, so really nice temperatures. Boulder also going to be at 63 along with DIA. Lamar, they're almost going to hit 70 degrees. But all across Colorado, we are going to see sunny skies, which is going to be extremely nice, very spring-like temperatures. And then out in Grand Junction, top off at 63, and Durango down there at 57 degrees. So if you want to go skiing, I suggest you do it Sunday, because we're going to have perfect bluebird conditions. Let's now take a look at our 5-day forecast. Monday, we're going to top off at 66 degrees. We're going to see some clouds move into the area later on tonight. On Monday night. And then Tuesday, we're going to start to see some rain showers, start in the afternoon hours, and then transition yet again into that wet, sloppy snow. And then Wednesday, it should wrap up about noon with a high of 46. And then Thursday and Friday, we start a warming trend yet again at 57 degrees. Now, just a friendly reminder, this weekend, we are going to be turning our clocks forward for daylight savings time, so you can either do it Saturday night before you go to bed, or if you want to do it spot on when you're supposed to, you can wake up at Sunday at 2 a.m. in the morning, but you're already going to be losing an hour of sleep, so I suggest you do it before you go to bed on Saturday night. Well, that does it for this week's weather segment. I'm Josh Cozart. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down.
Where I bring Hollywood a mile high.
Aligning the Hollywood stars over Denver.
I'm here to bring you the latest juicy gossip from the mile high to the streets of Hollywood.
Give your most handsome look to that camera.
Where I'll be bringing you the latest gossip from Tinseltown all the way up to a mile high.
I didn't get any injuries. I was okay. I was doing a little dancing, these, you know.
Check us out every Friday live at 12:30 p.m. on The Met Report.
Now joining us for EntertainMET is Erica Lloyd. Erica, I heard it was a big year for the Oscars.
That's right. This Sunday marks the 86th anniversary of the Oscars, and it was record-breaking. Not only did the Oscars have more viewers since 2000, but they also broke Twitter. The star-studded selfie taken by Ellen and friends got over 2 million retweets by the end of the ceremony, causing Twitter to crash. This year's Academy Awards also marked the first time pizza was delivered to the stars. Yep, The pizza order wasn't a joke. Ellen herself ordered it and asked some celebrities in attendance to chip in and pay the unsuspecting pizza delivery man. Another big moment in the Oscars, Idina Menzel's Let It Go performance, although it seemed as if she froze on stage. Her shaky delivery caused a lot of controversy. In fact, some Metro students think they could do a better job.
Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on.
The cold never bothered us anyway.
Well, if you want to see some real singing, head on over to the Denver Center for the Performing Arts. I'm sorry, this is the wrong story on the prompter. That's the wrong story. We cut that one. I can make it up, but. We should take our own selfie. All right. All right, ready? 3, 2. Well, if you want to see some real singing, head across the street to the Denver Center for the Performing Arts, where the 50s are back. Put on your blue suede shoes, grab your poodle skirt, and get ready to rock.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you?
Broadway's hit musical, $1 Million Quartet, makes its way to Denver, bringing those old legends of rockabilly and classic Americana alive. This driving musical is a true story taking place in 1956, where Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, and the King, Elvis himself, get together at Sun Records and perform an electrifying jam session that would never happen again. Until now, that is. MDQ is sure to take you back in time to where soul and rock and roll were at their prime. What's even cooler about this play are its guest stars. Denver's First Lady, Miss Mary Louise Hancock, gives a stellar performance on opening night. Just listen to that voice. Along with catching a glimpse of this rising star, we get up close and personal in a special interview with the talented performers. I'm at the Hard Rock Cafe on 60th Street Mall with the phenomenal cast of the hit musical $1 Million Quartet.
These guys are, that are portrayed in the show are pioneers of early American music.
It's just something romantic and, very simple and just kind of heartwarming about the 50s.
$1 Million Quartet is playing at the Buell Theater in Denver until March 9th, and tickets are still on sale. Don't miss out on this show, guys and gals. There's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on. For EntertainMET, I'm Melanie Townsend.
Not only did we get an exclusive look at a hit Broadway tour, but also a trilogy hitting the big screen on March 21st, Divergent. EntertainMET's Hassan Shah goes exclusive with the actors. Stay tuned for next week as we take a closer look. And speaking of the big screen, it's got a lot to offer this weekend.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? You gotta check it out.
Yeah.
I wanna see that. That's so cool. I can't wait.
We have to go and check that out.
Let's see.
The ecstasy of steel and flesh. Sweat of muscle and rage.
Steel swords will clash once more, and the Spartans will have their vengeance. 2012's blockbuster movie 300 continues with this epic sequel, 300: Rise of an Empire. Director Zack Snyder never fails to deliver visual wonders, gore, and powerful action in his movies, but will it top the first? Head to your local theater to find out.
Tom Selzman.
Piano players beware. You may have a crazy, bloodthirsty sniper sitting in the crowd at your next recital. Elijah Wood and John Cusack star in a suspenseful thriller flick called Grand Piano. A pianist prodigy faces his ultimate test when a murderous fan forces him to play every note perfectly. If he fails, the crazed fan just might kill him and the ones he loves. Talk about being under pressure.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? You gotta check it out.
I want to see that.
That's so cool. I can't wait.
We have to go and check that out.
Let's see.
The ecstasy of steel and flesh. Sweat and muscle and rage.
Steel swords will clash once more and the Spartans will have their vengeance. 2012's blockbuster movie 300 continues with this epic sequel, 300: Rise of an Empire. Director Zack Snyder never fails to deliver visual wonders, gore, and powerful action in his movies, but will it top the first? Head to your local theater to find out.
For glory's sake. War! Tom Selznick.
Piano players beware. You may have a crazy, bloodthirsty sniper sitting in the crowd at your next recital. Elijah Wood and John Cusack star in a suspenseful thriller flick called Grand Piano. A pianist prodigy faces his ultimate test when a murderous fan forces him to play every note perfectly. If he fails, the crazed fan just might kill him and the ones he loves. Talk about being under pressure.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely seeing both those movies this weekend. They look awesome.
They do. In fact, I got to go see the Divergent premiere with Hassan. I highly recommend you all go see it. It's very exciting.
Elijah Wood finally made piano players look cool.
That's right, he did.
Up next, Lennox Williams joins us from Met Report Sports.
All night long and do it all again so I can find my way back home.
The sun seems to shine a little less since you've been gone.
You were the one I wanted. Don't stray, don't ever go away.
I'll just smile and everyone will wanna go with it. Oh.
Now joining us from Met Report Sports is Lennox Williams. Lennox, how's that baseball team doing?
They're looking okay for now. The snow have kept Metro State softball team away from Area Field as they're looking to make good statement for their first home game. To the game we go. Here is Shadow and the Eagles getting ready for the game, and Metro State Roadrunners are sporting their home jerseys. One humongous swing from the Eagles put the game out of reach. Metro State fall 9-5. These two teams played two more games. Shadow State outlasted the Roadrunners 9-4 in the second game. The following game, Metro State was back to business as usual. They scored 3 runs in the first and in the fifth innings, resulting in an 11-3 victory for the Roadrunners. Metro State goes on the road to Colorado Christian University this Saturday. Game start at 11 a.m. The baseball season is very young. The weather finally cooperated for the Metro State to play their first home game. CSU Pueblo came down to Denver for 2-game series, while the Metro State is looking for a win for their first home opener. Jesse Berstow is on the mound for the Thunderwolf. Nick Hammett is on it for the Roadrunners. Domination from start to finish for Metro State. Singles result in RBI for the first 2-0 lead in first innings. Del Becker shows off his manpower, while Nick Hammett shows off his diving ability. Strikes out batters. This 3-run homer put Metro up big. They win 10-0. The following game, the Roadrunners went up 2-0 in early innings, and then CSU Pueblo scored 5 straight runs. Metro State lost 5-2. Number 7 Metro State women's basketball team went up to Pueblo to take on the number 2 team, Timberwolves of CSU Pueblo, in the first one of the RMAC Championship. The Roadrunners were down to 7 players because of multiple injuries, but don't tell that to these ladies as they kept close, out rebounding the Thunderwolves 45-37. With fewer subs, it was too much to overcome. CSU Pueblo barely squeezed by the Roadrunners 51-46. Paige Ram at 14 points, while Keisha Fox at 9 points, 2 steals for the Roadrunners. This ends a great season for the Lady Roadrunners. Metro State will lose 4 seniors, but will have a solid core turning next season. They end with a record of 13-14 overall and 12-10 in the RMAC. The number 1 team in Division 2, Metro State Roadrunners started a quest for another RMAC championship. Let's go to the game. Colorado Mesa took their number 8 seed in the RMAC to downtown Denver to take on the number 1 ranked Metro State Roadrunners. The defense came out right on track, but the Mavericks began to open the game up with these precise passes, resulting in opening field goal being made. Mitch McCarron picked up most of the slack with a 14 points. Roadrunners led 30-29 at the half. In the second half, both teams came out launching the basketball like a rocket. Mitch McCarron combined for 44 points with K, propelled the Roadrunners for the victory, 83-74.
Give them credit. They're playing for their season, so there's a different set of desperation when you know that it could be over if you lose, So first of all, give them credit. But, our team, we've been doing this all year. It was hard to get separation. It was just that kind of game tonight.
Metro State is on to the semifinals and will host the number 4 team, Fort Lewis, this Friday at 7:30.
I hope they do a lot better than last year. We could really use a championship here at the school.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Met Report. For Erica Lloyd, Josh Cozart, Lennox Williams, Melanie Townsend, and all the Met Report staff, I'm Alec Brown. We'll see you around campus.